Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else can do like you do.
Hey y'all, welcome back. So, for this video, I actually started trying to make my own nude, and y'all will see later on that this was not a good idea, but it wasn't a good idea because I chose two dip powders and didn't realize. So, I'll let you guys know later on what that means. Anyway, so to do that design, you have to put blooming gel on first. So this blooming gel is by D&D. I wouldn't really say I recommend it because I'm pretty sure it's probably better brands out there. But D&D is just the like most convenient one to get. So now I'm taking Gelixir white gel polish, and I'm literally just swiping back and forth on top of the blooming gel. Do not cure the blooming gel. So you do this while the blooming gel is wet. That's because that's what's gonna make it actually bloom. So I'm putting it all on the plastic tip because I'm gonna ombre these. So I'm going ahead and put a thin layer of blooming gel, and then blooming gel is very thick, so you kind of want to lay this on thin anyway. So now I'm taking my white polish and I literally just go back and forth, and the blooming gel is gonna work on its own. But just remember to kind of work quick because you don't want it to over bloom. So, alright. Wipe the sides because, like I said, blooming gel is very thick. So now I'm going to cap my design in clear. And then remember that it will be kind of slippery if you decide to. Well, I don't think I top coat this. No, I didn't top coat this. It's just polish in general. Whenever you're trying to lay acrylic over it, it will be kind of funny acting. It's almost as if it's slippery, but it dries fast as well. I'm not really sure, y'all. All I know is it is slippery though. Now, it kind of threw me off because y'all know me and these tips, we still, trying to get acquainted with each other. But the application on this was kind of driving me crazy. So if you can see on the left side, it's kind of curvy. The right side is perfectly straight. Easy, simple. I love doing the right side. But the left side, I'm over here like, what is going on? So you see, I'm trying to pat it to make sure I'm not going crazy. And I was like, nah, this is definitely like curving. So I tried to push it in with my brush at the top, but I was like, nah, that just made it worse. So I'm pushing it back out, right? So I'm like, dang, what is going on? And honestly, I just think it's just the tips. The application on these tips is just way different than what I'm used to. And I try to use the same technique I use on my regular tips on these tips, and you can't do that. With straight tips, you have to sort of change your application if you used to using curved tips, and if you used to using straight tips, you're gonna have to change your application if you trying to use curved tips. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so back to this brown I made. I accidentally like mixed two dip powders and I didn't know. So it's giving very much melted ice cream, very much just soft and just runny. So I was kind of like, okay, I can work with it. I just have to be very careful not to let it flood the cuticle. Make sure it doesn't go down too far when I ombre. But to fix this, I should have added clear acrylic to the mix. That way, it would have performed like a regular acrylic instead of a dip powder. But it's cool though. Luckily, I'm used to using like dip powders on their own. But I did cap it though. And the reason why I was like, okay, let me go ahead and cap it is because whenever you're using dip powders around the cuticle and then you're going in and you're trying to seal the cuticles, sometimes you can foul too much and now it's a gap right there. So that's why I go ahead and cap it if it's a dip powder, because dip powder is so soft. So soft. It's softer than regular acrylic. So whenever you hitting it with the drill and you do it a little bit too long, it'll start taking the product away. But that's all. It's just gotta take your time when working with dip powder. So you see I'm just lightly moving it around and stuff. And then I made sure I was a little bit further away from the cuticle and then just pushed it up on my own. Because if you place dip powders too close, girl, you're going to be chasing it for a long time trying to get it out the cuticles. But it's cool though. I highly recommend mixing colors though. I mix colors all day. If you don't have a color in that moment, who got time to try to go buy something? No. Girl, you better mix it up. Period. Just know what you mixing and know what formula works good with what, because sometimes if you mix stuff together, they'll start to marble. Glam and Glitz black top acrylic, I can't remember what collection, but those marble so bad, it's ridiculous. I don't know if y'all ever tried to like make your own acrylic, and say you put a Young Nails white in there, you put a Glam and Glitz pink in there, and you try to make a light pink. Girl, you're gonna see light pink, dark pink, and white, because it's gonna marble so bad because they are not going to mix well together. Anyway, so I decided to make this nail solid nude. I ain't gonna lie, this color I made is super pretty. Look at it. Love it. Now the application on this finger was going great, so I don't know what was up with the first finger I did. I don't know, but y'all know what they say about the first finger you do. That's always the test subject. That's always the one that kind of go wrong a little bit. So I'm adding clear over this and just blending the rest of it down. I mostly just focus the clear on the cuticle / apex area, because I mean the tip is supposed to be thin anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. The pinky is gonna be a regular ombre, so I'm taking my Young Nails, what is this? The Young Nails Core White. Yes, it's Young Nails Core White, but their Core White is actually soft white. So yeah, that's that. And then whenever you're doing ombre, honestly, if you just tap the top of it right where the bead first starts, make sure that area is just thinned out a little bit. You really can't go wrong with ombre. It's super easy to blend the colors together. You just have to make sure you don't have any harsh lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish out this application, and then I'll come back when I have to explain something.
Then dip me underway. You can feel my mind for flow. Hold me till I scream for air breathe. And wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
Make sure you guys let your clients know that they have polish on their hands so they can't go touching everything or all of the lint is going to stick, as you can see. So sometimes I feel like when clients put their hand in the light and it's done drying, they feel like they're free to touch anything. And it's like, no, even though the polish is dry, it's still a tacky layer on top. So, ma'am, hands flat on the table, please. Thank you. Even though I feel like my application was a little bit off, I still make sure I come back with the shaping and the fouling and make up for it. Period. Giving y'all all the angles so y'all can see what exactly my nails look like, how thick they are, where the thickness is, the shape of everything. The cuticles, baby, they are nice and flush. I love it.
Another woman that could take your spotlight.
My client that I'm doing right now is actually my brand ambassador. So whenever I feel like I need to practice a certain design or look, I always do it on her. And I have another brand ambassador. So lately I've been practicing my 3D work, trying to get these flowers right. So I feel like I did really good on these as far as getting the liquid to powder ratio correct. The only thing I kind of mess up with is my placement. So my placement kind of looks awkward in a way and kind of off. I did one flower right there at the top, one in the middle, and then one in the corner at the bottom as well. I feel like I should have left the one in the middle off, and it would have looked so much better if I would have left it off and just did the two corner ones. But I feel like the flower in the middle, it looks okay just because I did the flower kind of cute. But I feel like as far as the whole design of the nail, it kind of threw everything off because it's just a big 5 petal flower in the middle. So this is the flower I'm talking about. I wish I would never did this one, but it's okay. It still turned out cute.
Now if I wrote you a love note and made you smile at every word I wrote, what would you do? Would that make you wanna change your scene and wanna be the one on my team? Tell me, would you? See, what's the point in waiting anymore? Cause girl, I've never been more sure that baby it's you. This ring here represents my heart and everything that you've been waiting for. Just say I do, because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You can be my baby, when I make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me, ain't gotta do nothing crazy. See, all I want you to do is be my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love. I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be my baby, when I make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me.
You guys already know I've been using super glue lately to apply my crystals. So that's exactly what I'm using right now. And I got these golden crystals from Blue Streak as well as Tulip Nail Supply. Well, Tulip Nail Supply is their name on Instagram, but their website name is Tulip Real Deal. And I got these white opal ones from Amazon. So you see this whole tray I got in the background? That's what I got from Tulip. And the circle ones I got from Blue Streak. Yes. And I'm really glad I did gold and white because I feel like it just tied everything together perfectly. The only thing that was just really bothering me with this set was the freaking flower that's in the middle. I wish I could just snatch it off. I wish I could snatch it off, but it's okay. And then also, I've been trying to practice more crystal placements because I really don't know what to do. A lot of people I see, they use these big shapes and know how to fill everything out, and I just be like, how can somebody teach me, please? But I still feel like these came out super cute.
I'm so anxious just to feel the silence. It's so quiet, but I hear you saying to me.
Alright guys, we're almost at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. If you watched all the way to the end, we're going to put a flower emoji in the comments. So if you made it to the end, make sure you drop that flower emoji down below. And then make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.